Viper no longer is sealing down C. It's going to come back up, and satcheling it is Sim. The headshot out to Zander. Good morning to that person. Now TSM. Yeah, flying headshot. What game is this again? But he got the plant on. Well, actually, it got canceled by the paint shells of NiSMO. And M80 are here to dance. Great shots out of NiSMO, picking out the second one. And TSM are dead in the water.
Okay, so we're still seeing some good little
C mound. So TSM just grabbing the orb, sure. Waiting for this orb to maybe go away. No satcheling right in. TSM had luck with this before, and blood has been spilled. Showstopper from NiSMO. Now he's got his second kill. M80 are evening things up, but aproto with 2 might have just saved the day for TSM. It's a 2 versus 1. koalanoob has the outlaw. Is going to be coming through the top of sight, and the spike will be planted at the corner. TSM have to play their lives. Paranoia out. It's going to pick up a better rifle, and that's just a good plan for koalanoob, especially in these close range quarters, to have the Guardian. One's going to be to his right. He's being quiet with it. Can't find the flake. In a little bit, M80 start to take positions around them. M80 are at baby door, and TSM getting smoked out, trying to break through tree. Spike carriers leading the way in 8. The bullets with the forehead. But hey, the spike is still hidden with the smoke, so this is maybe still doable from TSM. But they have to rally together, and the kills are just not going their way.
No, not at all. It almost looked like there was a mistake from that first player that pointed the...
Yeah, I think you gotta conserve your sky flashes as much as possible, and well, the spike is down again. TSM have just not been able to establish themselves, but GMD is a one-man army and looking to teleport with the spike. No, it's a fake. Still is gonna maybe try to plant it B.
He definitely just TP just to pick it up, and that's actually a great call because everybody rotated away to let the spike go after GMD got those 2 kills. So now it's actually very winnable for GMD. One smoke dropped on the ground. He has no paranoia. NiSMO and Zander have a bunch of util for B main, so GMD has to be on point with the shots as soon as this toxic wall comes down.
And everyone likes to defend B, especially in a solo situation at baby door's side. So I think a lot of M80's attention may be to clear that room, as GMD is hidden on the other side of the Viper wall. Now the spike has been tapped. Not even gonna get to halfway. NiSMO has the lineup, and M80 are on a roll.
Just a move from M80 on that 2 versus 1 was perfect, because dog coming out, it's like when you have to commit towards the C side. At least they wasted out the showstopper for TSM, which could allow for them to take the A side a little bit better with the Seekers.
Left.
Oh, the paranoia, Zander, and the Seekers. M80, can Zander get out? He can't. The trade, Nitro wasn't ready. And TSM break through after an extended delay, but the spike didn't get planted. TSM have 2 people left. Aproto, GMD, with NiSMO holding the top sites, and it's all up to 1. GMD, 1 versus 2. koalanoob with the paranoia picks up the shorty instead of the op. And GMD, okay. Position revealed. Ring around the rosy. Who's gonna lose? Death is the reward. And looked at the wrong time. M80 pick up another round.
A second time where GMD at this point could have had some redemption here. And it shows right now that he really wants to have a strong start and a strong victory in the first split.
How about the show get started? Wait, how did that not hit anybody? Sim was sacrificing his life for the trade, and now you got a collab with the op from Koala. The name, so hoping for 7 more kills to follow, and this is a quick push for TSM, already shut down. koalanoob got the first blood last time, got a paranoia up the back. TSM, they still want to cook over at sand, and they're getting blown up. What a paint shell from NiSMO. 7 gets 3.
There you go. That's what you get. That's what you get for calling him out. That's what you get for calling him out.
About time. I need 4 more. All right, TSM. There's not 4 more people left, but an op and an Odin. I think that's winnable for TSM. They did get the plant down. Rotations coming in through top.
Yeah, but M80 has a lockdown, and an Odin spray would be perfect right here too. So already the first one. Oh, the shot's coming across, the snake bite to come through, and now they're going to double up, and this is going to be perfect right here to just hold this lockdown. And because the cross came over, they know the rotate's coming towards A heaven. They can just focus on here on C heaven rather. Oh,
One enemy remaining.
The high-low with the Odin up. That's the new strat. Nitro comes out on top, sacrificing Zander's.
It's after gambling towards B.
30 seconds left.
Okay, lockdown. B is theirs, but waiting for that to take its full effect, kind of hanging out, throwing in some util, the sky flash, getting some intel. M80 respecting that space, ready for the retake. TSM have a window of opportunity. They have to take it. It's a nightfall from the defense, but BCJ sacrifices their life for it. So the spike did not get planted. They have 4 seconds left. They might just be up to kills.
They got it.
Koalanoob loses the up, and the spike is planted in time. Zander, 1v2, dancing around. We hear ya. Around the corner is one. Crossfire for TSM. This is a big round for them to get some redemption, and forces out the swing. 28 HP and a dream. Okay. We got TSM opening the B door just to get some attention, and it's a quick push for TSM through trees. Showstoppers exchanged. No show has been stopped. TSM have 15 seconds. It's really coming down to the wire, but the crossfire from M80 hoses them all down. GMD can maybe make entry, but Sim has like 2 HP left and a 1v3. It may be possible. A few more seconds left. Can they get the plant off?
There's been some conversation of what that roster could be looking like, but this is what we have so far, and they actually have to try to adapt on the fly pretty much at this point because nothing's working.
I like that teleport from koalanoob. At least GMD was ready for the trade. 4v4 TSM. They really like to just take their time and almost stress us out. Like, they didn't even get to plant the spike in one of the rounds. That's how long they took. So TSM, I'd like them to get comfortable with these faster executes. Maybe that could be how you punish the macro out of M80. But so far, it's a 4 versus 4. TSM want to knock on the door to tree possibly, but want to deal with this player around baby door, and Nitro is making the call, watches them go by. You gotta check your corners, kids. An easy double for Nitro.
2 rounds in a row where they haven't checked the box, but thankfully at least it's traded off a 2 versus 2. They have open sight for TSM. They have a plant. Unfortunately, no ults coming through from the plant, but at least they have position until Zander potentially gets his backstab.
Last player standing.
Oh no, you can't choke that. You cannot do that, Zander. Great turn by 7. It's a 2, now 1v1.
TSM might have enough utility to retake this. The paint shells is going to be important, but it's head-to-head against Zander in the front of the B site. Needs a heal to come up, and Sim has it.
Oh, TSM. Big kills by Poise, Dog, but a great time swing to use the dog as bait. The flash is gonna ping this Killjoy, and what a turn and burn by Sim. Picks up 3 and gives some life, much needed life to TSM.
Maybe you don't need the paint shells when Sim's able to activate like that with some nice little flicks off the ghost. And yes, you are right here, Lemon Kiwi. Be able to get those type of shots.
It's gonna play further back. You never know how far extended M80 are gonna be out of sight. Now Paranoia hitting NiSMO, staying stern at this door.
Sees Nate.
And TSM got to find a way around this. M80 have a pretty good setup.
They're in a good spot. They 4-spot at this point and controlled baby door. Now they could play everything close range as they're rotating around against TSM.
Oh, the double swing, and at least it's traded. Zander playing peekaboo on the low ground, 2 in front. Smoke about to drop. He's got his raise by his side, and PC check on Zander there through the smoke. But M80 in a 2 versus 1. It's up to Sim that just has to play.
Save.
Can't defuse that. Is gonna keep the Vandal. That's stomping from Sim, so M80 not feeling too confident about that. Gonna quickly go over to A, exchange some shots, put some damage in, and M80 are making quick pace to go towards the site and break through baby door. NiSMO surprise GMD, but TSM have a good handle of the B site. The Sheriff is popping off for aproto, but BCJ is planting.
It's Alex Protopopus pretty much at this point with the Sheriff. Let another one. Let another one. Let's go, Proto. Down at the mid round for M80 here.
Oh, TSM have already downloaded the strats. Who leaked the script? Going over to A and okay, Sim. Hello there. And that up is gone for now. But M80 still hope to make their way through A. They kind of fake opened the door, made it look like they're in tree. And TSM have bit the bait. They threw even a flash at tree, didn't get anything. And M80 are quickly running to C.
And that's fine. They got rid of the op there at the beginning for Sim, so they have a feeling that the C site's pretty much open, if not only a Viper or a KG there. You know right now here from the other end, they're going to open this door, potentially use the Nightfall, initiate in the site. It's going to be open, and TSM has to play the retake. Thankfully, though, koalanoob has 1 HP, so it's very doable for TSM, despite them having the wrong timing and a wrong read of where the hit was coming from.
koalanoob needs to live. That might be a tough ask with the 1 HP thing going on, but you need these smokes to really protect this site on the post plan. M80 doing just that. And go and sacrifice koalanoob if we have to, because 1 HP is not a lot, but zander lives with 8 and gets the Viper's pit. That may just seal the deal. TSM are trying to push through, and it's up to aproto and how they win this engagement.
That's it. They save. That's such a crucial kill that zander had. They kept him inside the site, gave him the confidence to get that kill. They trust him for that kill to drop the pit right after. They have a plant for C-mount, so the person at 1 HP, if they have to be the last player standing, could hopefully use the mount as cover and still win potentially a 1 versus 1.
It is so hard to protect. Better to retake. Door's gonna open, and there's an op there. Do M80. No, that elbow just got taken out. NiSMO don't want the smoke. The door is closed, and M80 are safe for now.
They felt it. They felt it, but quite surprisingly enough that they still wanted to try to engage that with the rifle instead of going for some sort of operator buy this time around. But they've done it before. They had a perfect trade against the opera on that staircase, but on a revolving door, a little bit more difficult there. M80's still going to try to pivot towards the C site. The only thing holding them back is aproto with the orb and the snake bites as he goes across. And that's going to give them an opportunity to slow down the clock. And even drop the spike.
Down, C.
Oh, with the snake bite, it got Nitro low enough that it was an easy pick. And usually aproto doesn't like to stay on site alone. They play for retake, and now they get overwhelmed. M80 in a 3 versus 4, going for the plant. BCJ needs to be protected. TCM all funneling through the same lane. This hallway is gonna get loud. The smoke dissipates. GMD gets ready for the paranoia, and you got the sky flash, and then koalanoob does their best to hold their own. Zander from down low heard the footsteps from behind, but poised is just better.
Thankfully on their side, they had so many rounds to work with, a 6-round lead.
Oh, this is a different shot for the op. Oh my god, poised. What a flick. Now he's gonna leave. You hear the boom bot, you're usually gonna see a lady satchel in, so you don't really want to play on that side. I understand. M80 have established themselves on C. They got the lockdown from Nitro going down. TSM coming through the top. They'll have some people mid-cut. They got ults. Poised has his own lockdown.
Yeah.
Is he gonna want to use it?
Of course, they're gonna move towards Waterfall to try to use it right now, and at the same time, they have a pit to work with. So playing outside of the site is not a good idea here for M80, which is why you're trying to get this look around here from zander. He's gonna have to be quick here.
All right, the lockdown, engage from the defense, the retake ensues, and zander on the flank takes care of the lockdown. Poised is aware, managed to get out. The pit is activated, and aproto will get the defuse. TSM holding on. This has been, it's what happened to them last time they tried to go in. Now things seem quiet. Paint shell, satchel, ready to go. NiSMO pulls the trigger. Showstopper pulled out, and no one's home. Ooh, nice little jump over the snake bite, and well, there is really no one here. So you got to throw the showstopper for nothing. But this is great space being taken by M80.
Yeah, it's never for nothing when you're able to get that space. It all depends on this retake. Now, beautiful paranoia from TSM.
Hey, poised. Oh, got some info, and they're dancing. It's a 2-2 trade. 3 versus 3. And the spike has been planted. Time is not on TSM's side. And look at the crunch through mid. 7 is just that guy. And you got the op from Sim too. This is one-shot potential. And he's trying to peek around that corner. Now through the smoke, M80 hope to defend as much as they can and maybe prevent this defuse. It's already halfway and can't stick it. It's only up to GMD, and this is about to explode. He's gonna try and stick it.
And Sim was able to pull back from the initial beat.
Yeah, TSM, as soon as they threw the Prowler at C, they knew M80 were not gunning for that anymore. It's a quick sprint over to A. And this engagement through Baby Door is what can help M80 try to stabilize. And it's a 3 versus 2 now. Oh, like jumping around, trying to get the gun out. And Poise holds it down. Knows there's someone around the corner. And takes care of it all. Looking the wrong way. Or being taken. And there's a flash and a paranoia. NiSMO barely gets out.
No way.
And Nitro got a pick over at C somehow.
Through smoke. That's gotta hurt. That's definitely going to hurt. And look at M80 fully pivot towards the A side. They thinned out the defense position on the A side for TSM. They could pick up this orb right now. The tap comes in first just to try to bait it out and they get the kill. Poised again with 2.
Poised! Oh, he's poised to win. See, you gave him the stupid pun, so now he has to pop off.
Yeah, but you know what?
Control.
Yeah, he's my Vietnamese brother, you know, so he hears my puns. He's going to have to step up to the...
Right onto this raise. A new Baby Door was a problem before. NiSMO has the boom bot ready. Not even going to wait for the Viper wall to drop. Just going to see if they're playing close to this Baby Door corner, and they are not. Showstopper. No one wants to be in this club right now. And the showstopper did scare away the competition as M80 make entry into B. NiSMO had to throw that away. The pit activates for Zander, and the spike is planted. Is everything good for M80 to take the round and the map? It's a lockdown from Poise. This is going to flush out the rats from the sewer.
Yeah, but at the same time, the pit is perfect so that you could stay in the range of the pit while the lockdown's coming through. So M80 is still in a great spot. The spike cleared out the site.
I don't know. Oh, detained. Wow. The luck of 7. And now you get to just spray through this pit even though you're at 1. TSM has to live. It's all up to 7. Now the GMD is dead, and that is all she wrote. Fantastic pit for Zander to give M80 the win. Planting, they got the high tide in place. The Viper wall is down. This site is theirs. And M80 gonna hope to retake through the top of Snowman, but this engagement against the Omen could be big. Koalanoob needs the assistance, needs the swing of Zander, and Sim is in some trouble and gets taken out. That's 2 for Nitro, and almost a full team wipe for M80 coming through that mid cut. And now they're just running after a proto. Is suppressed and put to rest. Oh, unless
It all
doesn't have
rhymed.
enough bullets.
What was your last sentence to finish a rhyme, dude? Yeah, I was listening to haiku.
I was dropping
you're
bars.
casting there.
All types of stuff on the ground that TSM don't want to step on. It might hurt if you don't have shoes on. And M80 doing what they did last round of you can play, do whatever you want. We're gonna kill you after. Just like kind of how they had a commanding start in the last round. TSM gonna plan all thanks to that cove, and NiSMO gets 3 for free. Look at that bar. And M80. Well, they lose 1 at least, so this is not going to be that easy. You got to defuse from the little man himself. TSM hope to prevent it. I think they have, but they weren't sure, so they ran into the smoke. So aproto kind of fumbled there. 1v3, not doable, and M80 take the extra round.
And it's the outlaw that gets the last kill out of that, but another round where round number 2, you just see NiSMO pop off, having the perfect timing.
Onto NiSMO, who was such a pain last round. I don't have to remind you. More flashbacks. TSM trying to block off their sideline and have their eyes and ears peeled for that top entry. Great first blood out of TSM. Plant engaged, and Nitro is on the flank, but his friend is stomping around too, so I think the plan may have been foiled, and GMD was looking at the right place at the right time with the paranoia messed him up. It's a great 2-piece by aproto, but M80 won't go down without a fight. It's a 1 versus 3 for BCJ. A beautiful flash guarantees him at least 1 kill. And he's got his buddy back, but that might be all he has. He's gonna rope on over the double swing out of TSM.
Noob's playing a perfect position off the off angle. What happened before? They don't check for these.
Oh, teleport out. And just like that, scot-free.
Cover going
M80 get the first pick too. A great reaction off of the orb grab. I thought maybe he was going to want to paranoia and set up his team and maybe even get more than the 1 kill, but
yeah.
TSM still committed.
If anything, he keeps the paranoia for a strong retake, right? Just get your 1, play the numbers. I kind of like it. Good discipline. And we've seen the same story as from Lotus. You know, they don't check their corners, they die. But at least there's a reckoning coming out, allowing TSM to get a little bit more space towards B.
A little bit more space. Trying to run up and get the plant. Ooh, and Nitro's in a cool spot. He has been spotted, and GMD couldn't react fast enough. And Zander lurks through the cove. Now flashed up, has to back away. Numbers in favor of the defense. The M80 retakes have been successful so far, and it's all up to nobody. Aproto just fell over.
Yeah, they tried. At least the reckoning and the walls coming up allowed them to get. But I think there's still utility. There's still a thrash to work with to delay.
Surprised M80 haven't rotated yet from the A site, and this is maybe an advantage TSM can work with. They're all pitted up.
Spike planted.
They got the spike planted. Nobody on the high ground to worry about, but man, the picks from M80 are clutch when they need it to be. And now a defuse being tapped by M80. TSM surge in to deal with it. It's GMD's zone, and you're just living in it. Now the pit comes down. Now the GMD is taken care of. The spike is halfway defused. BCJ and NiSMO. Well, the corpse of NiSMO that's watching.
Player standing.
But TSM just playing their lives. M80. BCJ gonna tap the spike, forcing out some shots with Sheriff, and TSM kitchen tube. And TSM, they only have one site, one choice to make. We'll see if it's the best one.
30 seconds left.
Trying to make as much space as possible. Use the high tide at the back, and there's a shotgun up close and personal. Koala. Oh, he smells the prey. He's protected. You don't want to step in his turf, and the charge where the sun don't shine. M80 3 versus 1 with TSM. No spike, no love.
Slowly towards this A side. And look at Koala do. This is going to be 3 kills.
Gets one, because you know there's the other. Sees those little toes and can't get the double, but
for free.
He really shook for free. But TSM, oh, good turn by Aproto. He's keeping him around alive for TSM.
Aproto said, nah, you got to pay for those, son. And then he definitely paid the price for that one. NiSMO falls, and a huge advantage for TSM. That's 2 weapon upgrades and an A site potential hit.
So many walls standing in their way, and nobody's looking at each other. We're just spraying and praying through all the smoke, and M80 gets an extra kill from that. Now evening things up 3-3 on the flank as Zander at least lines up the one. TSM will always take one to the grave with them. That's what we like about them.
But Poise
now
is in a
35
great spot.
seconds.
He hears a rotate and sees the other one. Sorry about that.
Player
He's just going to give good information, but lost his fight.
30 seconds left.
So an advantage back for M80 for the retake.
Plant 4-7 will be successful. You know where they're stomping from. Trying to use high tide to protect himself, I think, but pokes out, and that's going to be taken out. And now you got a big question mark as to who could be going through mid. And it's Poise going through kitchen tube, doing a bit of exploration. Meanwhile, the spike is traversing through A. You got to deal with all that nasty Killjoy utility. And NiSMO is fighting someone in kitchen and deals with Poise. And that's an important stop for M80 so that TSM can't creep up on them. But TSM are still doing good work. It's 2 versus 1 on the site. And at least that defensive Viper got one for the road.
He's going to do this, right? Alex Protopapas in a clutch situation. We've seen this before. 1 kill away, gets a lockdown. Could place now a Nanoswarm onto the spike too. Kind of pinned towards the boxes, but now his opportunity to escape is gone.
But they don't know where you are. And that's the advantage Aproto can work with. Don't move. Don't make a sound. It's too late. Presence has been detected. The plan has been foiled. They're behind you. They're on top. And you're 6 feet under. M80 will get the defuse.
There you go. So an opportunity to escape and waste util in the end if you were able to grouped up this time for a B-side hit. Judge.
Wow, this. Oh, my favorite gun. Zander, go off, King.
I hate it.
Tell everybody the best gun in the game.
No, it is not the best gun in the game. It should be eliminated. Eliminate this gun.
Everyone run this in your ranked games and tell me when you queue. All right, bet. 5 versus 3.
I'd rather lock in with the Sentinels Classic and try to win myself a trip to LA.
Ooh. Oh! Nice. Koalanoob now teleports to the back. Oh, spotted Poised on the high ground. Wants to say hello. TSM very weak right now. 2 versus 5. And that's 3 for Zander this round with Poise in a 1v5. Hey, I've been waiting for TSM to punish BCJ, who's just been able to grab this orb so many times. And they like to drone in and do like the normal sequence and get information. But TSM now, after that lockdown, They pushed the defenders out. They got the high tide. They'll be able to get a safe plant. But how does TSM want to construct and stop the retake? Well, you caught one forehead peeking out of the high tide, but NiSMO with two has been a nuisance. 7 with the clutch, almost did a lot of damage to Zander, who's down to 30 and is up against GMD and Poised. And the vibes are off. He's not really doing much.
Yeah, they're just cutting noise down,
standing.
waiting for the null command to disappear so that NiSMO cannot give information of where the last 2 players are at. An opportunity now to pick up the spike, plant, recon dart, just to summarize and confirm that nobody's really pushing out towards the back of the site.
Planted.
Now they can play the Hunter's Fury. It's pretty much guaranteed at this point that TSM moves around. Unless this happens, you could basically get picked off, and it happened twice so far. On top of that, you block vision. Let's cut the noise here. Let's hold it back. We have an aggression towards the A side, and it's a 1-for-1.
Koala loves to sometimes surprise them and have these teleports close up. TSM will only sacrifice one lamb to this. So 6-5, 4 versus 4. TSM just playing the high ground. And NiSMO has already been taken out. This is not a good start. TSM make their way over. The plant, the spray through the wall.
Wait,
Zander is different. Yeah, I don't know. But
there's an orb.
X-ray vision
Spike
is
planted.
sick.
Yeah, but someone threw the orb down so he could try to get a quote-unquote safe plant. Was it too far out that he walked out into the rafters and got the wall bang through? That is so smart there by Zander.
Finally, a cheeky M80 flank.
enemy
You
remaining.
can't go through the top door, through the front, go through the back, and pick up 3. And Nitro with the masterclass.
Yep. Monitro, welcome back, Captain America, to Valorant. It seems as though your aim has not gone anywhere at all from your 100 these days. Sorry, Nate shot your 100 these days.
Safe position on the high ground, and now calls for reinforcements, and maybe almost catches that gecko sliding through the rope. And the spike has been dropped in an awkward position. A big win for GMD. With 3 HP. Now M80 are bouncing away. They do not want A after all.
Yeah, that was tough. It was a nice little play there to try to flash over the Viper wall, and I think the knife potentially hit GMD towards the back, so the wall came down, and I think it flashed BCJ, and he got picked off trying to cross over the line. So for them to try to scale with the wingman plant on the top of the A site was totally foiled. Thankfully, though, at least some players are heavily damaged for TSM. There's an opportunity here to use this Sheriff in the hands of Nitro, who's meeting up with the rest of his team to play the pulse plant.
30 seconds left.
Okay, plant
Planted.
for M80, and the retake is already around the corner. Shock bolt. Zander is so low. M80 trying to play as conservative as they can, as Poise is trying to flush them out from yellow box with those shock bolts. And NiSMO with the double right-click classic, and he's going for a 3rd, and he's
One
coming
enemy
for the
remaining.
paycheck and the kids and wife. M80 are just on top. GMD, 3 HP in a dream.
All right, well, time to go in Tarek's chat and to hit exclamation point contest or something like that.
TSM gonna respect that space, but need to get set up maybe at that top door and hope to pick off M80 before they get the plant down. But Zander with first blood and couldn't stay on the high ground much longer. The smoke blocks off the top door. Poise swings at the right time to get the trade, and it's a 3 versus 2 with the spike planted. M80 now going to distance themselves for a second.
And this is going to be tough, too, because koalanoob's in a position at jail right now to just paranoid off the tap. So this is going to waste even more time with the util that they currently have on Spike, too. I mean, good luck. You're going to run into jail and a crossfire at the same time.
Player standing.
There's that trade.
Has some flashes with their name on it. And this Harbor from 7 better back them up. They have the Reckoning if they want to use it. What a pick from Zander. The pit is available. They're going to use the Thrasher to just explore the back site. And now that the spike has been planted, if they want insurance on this round, the pit could be activated. But with these 2 picks of 5 versus 3, M80 are comfortable.
That's crazy that, yes, off the timeout, they finally have enough money. They pull out a knot, but yet you get driven by the way that you did on the A-side hit. Now the last 3 guys have to save their rifles, and it's serious point for M80. Dominant attack side half so far for M80 as they've gone flawless, literally not losing and dropping a single round, getting almost a plant every single one of these rounds as well. This is so good on how they're working the map against TSM here. I think at this point, when you want to try to pull out the op, I think you have to move up all the way up towards belt and pipes pretty much.
Here.
They
That's tough
need to find
because-
some early aggression. Yeah, sorry.
Set up an M80, gonna make them real antsy for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's gonna be an instant null command on the first piece of util that comes out. And Seven's not pleased to play our recon, retake.
30 seconds left.
TSM, just that guy. At least he takes one with them.
One
But Proto
enemy
with
remaining.
2 with the Sheriff. It's now a 4 versus 1. TSM have quite a gap in the score to close it, Zander. Wait a minute. 1v2. Go up there and see if you can provide an alternate angle to watch over the B site with. Now the plant ensues for M80, and they got the pit. The Hunter's Fury might have
Cancels
just
the plant.
managed to prevent that. Yeah, it prevented it for a second, giving an extra second for TSM to stop the plant, but at least GMD is making work through the mid cuts. And Zander almost surprised 3, but a good turn from Sim stops that from being a hemorrhage. It's TSM 4 versus 2. And the turn, NiSMO makes it winnable for 3.
One enemy remaining.
And it's Poise that can't keep
Attackers.
it going. What a clutch from NiSMO to give the team the win.